there, you all. Years 2026. We're past COVID. I don't know when the next presidential election is. But
It's
we're gonna
2028, right?
discuss this fucking. We're gonna discuss this fascist anime. I'm DeadFun.
I'm gonna keep it $1.50, so I watched the dub, and then the stupid movie isn't dubbed. Why isn't it, bro? We're on season 2 now. Why doesn't the movie have a dub? If it's a direct sequel, like it's not even
Bro,
like
I
one
want to
of the
just.
like off-brand MHA movies where it doesn't matter. It's like a direct sequel. You have to watch it. It's mandatory homework, and there's no
I want
fucking
to
dub.
say. I want to say there was like.
I'm gonna
There's like a 2-year difference between season 1 and the movie, and then like a 6-year difference between the movie and season 2.
So you're
I'm
telling
gonna
within
be
those
honest.
6 years they couldn't
My
make a
Go
dub? Sorry,
Konosuba
go
could
ahead.
my Go Konosuba could never, bro. Okay?
Okay.
If we wanted to watch real cinema, we would have watched Konosuba, okay?
Okay.
If
Well,
we'd have watched
yeah.
Real Cinema, we wouldn't have fucking watched that shit.
Oh yeah, they're
Okay.
fucking no dub, no dub. Can't fucking
Well,
have to
okay.
read.
Okay, well, yes, I have to
I
read,
hate
but
reading.
I bring it up for a very specific reason. I'ma be real, I did not like the sub
Yeah.
voice actor for Tanya very much. Like, she didn't sound intimidating at all. Like, she just sounded like a child. Like, with the dub, you can, even though the dub for Tanya, like, she sounds like a child, she's like, has a tiny bit deeper voice. She has these inflections that, like, make it where, like, oh, she can fuck me up at any moment, but she still has, like, the kid aspect, like, when she decided to have the kid voice, when she decided to bomb the city for the first time, keyword for the first time. And I just didn't get that in the sub when I watched it.
Okay then. I think both voice actors will be good. The fucking person, they've done a bunch of stuff that I've seen. Same with the Japanese VA. I think it's literally just what you see as normal to like Tanya. I see the Japanese VA as more normal to me, so that's just what I'm used to. I think both do fine. I just think it's very funny that both VAs are froppy as well as Tanya.
Oh shit, they're far from
Both
MHA.
the dub
Okay.
and the sub.
Wait, they're in it in the
but
dub and sub?
The sub is
Yes.
Oh god, Tanya's washed.
Yeah, Flash.
the sub doesn't have the benefit of being Marileona, so I don't care about the
Who
sub.
the fuck is
And I have no idea what the
Mariona?
fuck you mean.
I said Marileona. She's from Black Clover and she has fire powers.
Oh,
good. So I
Fire
got
Rage
opinion.
Girl, Fire Chick, her. Yeah, I forgot her name. She is my goat
You
though.
start learning names.
I
Okay, then. So,
But on
um,
this actual fucking anime. Oh, you know what? At first I thought this was an okay anime, not my style, but I don't know why. I think the movie actually helped me like it a lot more.
I do think the movie is like the peak of the series, but to reach the peak, we gotta do like a little summary. So this is an isekai.
believe it or not.
I know, very rare anime genre. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be getting into it eventually, but the show is even featured on the famous show Isekai Quartet.
Oh,
I
so
was
is
gonna
that
bring that up.
good? I've
But
never watched it. Is it good? Should I?
if you like, it's good fan service. It's if you like the shows that's like from that it has included, then you'll probably like it because it's fan service. But yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't watch season 3 because the main character from I think the anime is called Eminence of Shadow is in it, and I don't like that guy.
That
Oh,
cringe lord.
I've been meaning to. I hope you know I'm gonna
Yeah.
suggest that one of these days because I really want to watch it.
Oh my god. Hey, we want to know what's really cool with the season 3 poster? I'm gonna put this up in the podcast. They decided to fucking separate the series from good to trash, from like top and bottom. Like, it's really convenient how they did that. The bottom shows are good, the top ones are trash. That's
Wait, okay, are you calling Overlord trash or just
Overlord,
the
Shieldro, and Eminent. They're all three are
whoa,
trash.
whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. I believe that Shield Hero and Eminence of Shadow are trash, even though I haven't seen Eminence of Shadow. I just don't want
Wait, you haven't seen? Why do you
Wait,
hate it? Wait,
Overlord?
what?
Days.
Because I don't know. It's on principle, okay? I don't know what it is about that guy. I just don't like his
Bro,
stupid
you didn't like the
face.
Rustage song about him? I haven't watched it, but that's the only reason I want to watch it.
Okay, buddy.
I didn't listen to the Rustage song. I don't keep up with Rustage for real.
Past
I'm gonna
that,
spite
to
you.
giving a recap. Tanya is they're not a salary man. Very different here. They're like middle management. They are specifically the person who's supposed to fire employees and fucking
It's
put
like
them on
that
the
famous
streets.
movie Up in the Air. That's what it's like. If you ever seen it, you understand it, but it's like that famous movie.
I don't even know. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't even know if it's famous. I just
Yeah.
really like the Up in
What,
the Air
what are
movie.
you talking about?
It's a movie where this guy, his whole career is
I
firing
that
people.
Oh my god.
uh,
My bad. It
that's
sounded really
that's the
harsh. It's just
movie.
like it's just like
Moving
and
past that though.
so like Tanya ended up getting pushed into a train by one of the employees that they fired, and not God, maybe God. We don't know if they're God necessarily.
They could be
I'm
the
gonna be
devil.
honest. I kind of, for me, I just kind of count them as like a demigod. That's all.
I think
Ye-
I
yeah, that's
I
all.
thought that really funny, by the way. Like how like when he was talking to God, bro, had like he could not care any less that he's like talking to like actual God.
This
He's
Like,
logical.
I think this scene is so funny if you view it as a comedy because like on this person getting killed, it's sort of like a what is it called? You know the fucking what is it? Fucking the dude who like is supposed to die before Christmas, but God like shows them like the past, present, future. What's that story called?
Scrooge.
Yeah, Scrooge.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
this person receives like a vision from God to be like fucking here's like the mistakes you made in life. Are you gonna like repent? Like what's up with you? And they're just like, actually, if God exists, why bad thing happen? Like additionally,
It's
if
like a
you're
Redditor
God, why are
met
you even here like
God.
talking with me? Like
like,
actually. So yeah.
you know why he's overworked? Because he decides to like go to every person who he thinks is a jerk and say, "Hey, you're a jerk, and I don't like you." That's probably why he's
Okay,
overworked.
can I be honest? I took this more so he decided, okay, this is my headcanon. This is my own personal headcanon. God saw that he didn't really like have the emotions. He's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go to you. You know, I'm overworked, but I'll go a little bit out of my way to like redeem this guy or whatever. Talks with Homeboy. Homeboy's like, fuck you, you ain't real, you ain't shit. And then the guy's like, you know what? I'm not gonna overwork myself even more by putting you in this other world, and I'm now gonna turn the entire world against you because I hate you specifically.
It'll just be like hyper petty.
Like, bro gave himself more work just for being like, bro. He
He
literally
was.
he made like a whole world because Anya was a jerk when it's all of lies.
I'm gonna be honest. That's it right. I viewed this entire after a certain point. I viewed this entire anime, sure, still as a war anime, but as also like a comedy war anime.
I just think it's
The
funny when like,
You did?
grown men are trying to kill like a 9-year-old girl.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
I think that's
honest.
really
Sometimes Tiny's antics was kind of funny to me. Them trying to fail and have a peaceful life, but then succeeding with it.
I mean, Yuri just sort of said like what happens most of the rest of the anime, in a good way, in a good way. As like, yeah, Tanya's sent to this different world, their little small child, and they like fail upward is the best way to put it.
They're like
In getting
buggy
a
for
normal
real.
life.
My go.
like, she's just failing from success. Like she tried to like not suicide bomb, but close enough to that. So she
Yeah.
would get like put in mission, but she ended up getting like a kind of promotion from that. And then like she was talking to like this one dude about, hey, there should be like a group of people who like go out into the front lines and do this cool thing. She was like, so maybe I could get in with this guy with this thing right here. And then like she ended up getting sent to the front lines.
Heck, even with the movies, it explains how the season 1, season 2 are connected very well. With Tanya wanting a like it's the not a vacation, but it's the what exactly?
They want to be what is it? When if I recall correct in the movie, they initially return to fucking Germany because they're like, oh man, I'm finally getting to return back home. I don't have to be in this fucking desert shithole.
Yeah.
Then like it'll be like, yeah, you're back home. Now ready yourself. You're now headed into Russia.
Okay, can I be
I think
honest with
that
you
cut,
guys?
like in
Oh, go ahead.
Sure.
Flash.
I was saying, I think that cut in the movie was really funny. Like
Yeah.
after they like killed the people, it cut to her on the plane.
It was pretty
Like,
funny.
It was fucking hilarious.
It was very funny. However, it was very jarring for me because, okay, I understand that, like, the whole thing is that Tanya wants to have just wants to get promoted so they can just have a nice, comfortable life and not really care anymore, right? However, it was really jarring from going to the last couple episodes of this first season where Tanya's like, if you relax, you're like a bitch, right? Get everyone here. They shouldn't overdo it, blah, 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 right? Which makes sense for the context of what's happening in that certain scenario, which is really jarring going from that straight into the movie where Tanya's like, I just want to relax, dude. We're going home. We're gonna party. We're gonna do this. And I want to say it makes sense. It was just really jarring for me
See,
specifically.
it's
You know, some of them laughing. They just didn't finish what they were trying to do. Some, hey, wait, this is not over. They're gonna come back stronger. You know, it's like some wah wah wah.
Yeah, they were just
I mean, you
womp
said
womp.
it makes sense. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do want to mention this really funny scene. I don't know why I started to laugh the second they used in the movie. They started to film the propaganda scene. I was laughing.
Bro, dude, half of what Tanya does is just aura farming, on behalf of
It
the German
is.
government.
It is. I just was. I was laughing. I'm gonna be honest. I found that really fun. I was like, wow, that is just fucking perfect.
So it surprises me that no one has, I think, discussed this yet in the group chat. So you know the main villain of the movie who is Mary?
Yes.
The full name of this person is called Mary Sue.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking
I
god, no.
never realized that. What the
Oh
That
fuck?
is very funny to
God.
me. The
Oh my god.
Mary Sue is a special child born to the previous villain of season 1 who receives powers from God so that way they're way more exceptional than even trained soldiers and can keep up with Tanya from little to no experience.
I was really fucking hoping Tanya killed that bitch in that movie. I was
Nah,
really
I'm
hoping.
okay.
I don't
I'm gonna
know, they're
be
fun.
real. I want Tanya to die. The every single time I'm rooting for Tanya's downfall. I'm gonna keep it real. Like when she was fighting the
I'm gonna be
old
honest.
man or the father, I was rooting for the father. Same with Mary.
I kind of like bro, but okay. I don't want Tanya to die because that means that she gets the easy way out. She's actively suffering as she is now. She does not want to be doing this, and I think it's really funny.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so y'all remember from when we were watching Witch from Mercury, and I said I don't like those two terrorist girls that were
Yeah, dude, what if that was the entire show?
like I feel like the reason why I like Tanya more than those two terrorist girls is the fact that we're not supposed to feel bad for Tanya.
I mean, we know from the movie that they lose eventually. This is a story of getting to see how they
Yes.
lose.
Yeah, this is destined to
okay,
happen.
in the show, Tanya is she does not lose for real. She almost loses, but she doesn't. She's just kind of than everybody. She shows up, she's goaded on the stick, kills everyone, and then yeah.
I feel like the biggest reason of that is just because they've been getting it the not Germany country has been getting it easy up to now. They've been my explanation would be that they're in conflict with backward nations at the moment in comparison to how they function.
Yeah,
I do like
don't forget the first nation they fought was they didn't even have aerial support or anything. They did that in a day and took them over.
Well, in fairness, I don't think that's a criticism from Flash. I think it's just an observation of what's happened. I
yeah,
think.
and I like that. I like the reoccurring villain guy because he showed up and each time he learned a little bit more until he got to the point where he was an actual threat.
I
And
agree.
I
There
thought
was
that was
there was a good sense of progression to the father dude.
yeah, and I really liked that whole scene where he when he was and Tanya were fighting, and so when he grabbed her and was about to kill her, and then he got shot from the back, and then he just got lit up.
Yeah.
I thought that whole scene was so good. I don't know why, I just did.
The
It was
To
just
be
action and
honest,
really
fights in this
oh yeah.
anime are just top notch, if I'm being honest. The fight choreography is really good.
I'm gonna be honest, yeah, and I do want to bring a point up. Cal said in the group chat. I like a lot of the tactics they use in this, in a lot of the fights.
Yeah, it'll be a bunch of stuff you don't normally see in anime, like how much altitude you have actually matters here. That's the entire climax of the movie is that these bombers are headed to the city, and so like fucking Weiss, Grants, and the rest have to like climb up as hard as possible while like getting pressured by the enemy. And I think that's just like a very cool like form of like something difficult to throw at the cast you don't normally see in anime.
Yeah, genuinely enough, this is a it's like different from like a normal isekai, but it's not different. But what would you say exactly? It's
It doesn't
nice
feel like an
fresh breath air,
isekai.
kind of, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna be real.
Pretty
Yeah,
As someone
Just
who,
girls from another.
as I would argue, I'm like one of the foremost experts of isekai in this hall because I like my isekai swap. I've watched good isekais. I've watched horrible isekais. Watched Vending Machine. I've watched Shield Hero. Watched a lot. God,
Ew.
I swear.
You actually watch Shield Hero? Ew.
Okay, well, I watched it when I first came out, right? And this is gonna sound really mean. I stopped watching it because I really like season 1. I stopped watching it after the main VA died, rest in peace, because the VA after him, while his voice sounded almost identical, when he would raise his voice, I could tell it was a different person, and it pissed me off. Or like it bothered me, so then I just dropped it after that. What was I saying?
fair.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
I low key kept forgetting this anime was an isekai because I get it's like a big aspect of like
Yeah.
the god aspect, but low key, if you went into this not if we just remove like the train part and just assume this person just has beef with God specifically, the isekai aspect almost never comes up, which isn't a bad thing by the way. It just I kept forgetting it was an isekai at point.
yeah.
Mm. I will push back a little bit and say that I think it matters to the core premise of the show. The premise is that you have this really intelligent girl who like wants to be successful in the military, but not in the front of the military, in the rear echelon. And I think that specific combination, specifically coming from, you know, the previous life they were in, where they basically want to return to it, I think is like core to the series. But like, I know what you mean in the fact of a bunch of this anime is like fucking geopolitical. This happens because fucking these dudes in offices said this and yada yada yada, that sort of stuff.
Which I
So
love by the
like,
way.
I know what you mean. I think I agree. The best parts, unironically, the best parts of this anime are like when we fucking cut to the office and it's like the three dudes.
Oh,
Was that your least favorite part,
Fucking
Isaiah?
really.
I don't like politics.
I
Yeah, that's right.
love
I forgot you don't like
politics.
politics.
My favorite person in this entire show was the fucking the one dude with the glasses. I think they're called like Logan.
Yeah.
I like how he goes like the Mets house, the devil, and stuff like that.
Yeah, like they're like, oh my god, this fucking why the fuck are we why the fuck do we employ this person?
Guys, why do we have
We
Hitler
employ
on
this
payroll?
person.
It's
It
giving the
was,
vibes of
it's-
when someone doesn't like someone in the group chat and like I fucking hate them, but everyone else likes them, and then later on they turn out to be a shitty human being, and they're like, I hated them since day fucking one. That's the vibe they give.
Nobody's gonna believe you because before day one you ain't even say nothing.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
okay, in his defense,
It's
he's been very vocal about it since day one.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but
That's
like
fine.
most of his like actual like okay, he brought up that one training thing, and after that he
I
just
feel like
brings
he
up that training thing a lot, and then
works with
I
him.
mean, in fairness, in fairness, Flash, that was a pretty crazy event.
Yeah.
and,
Also,
yeah, but it's fine. She's funny, fine.
Listen, the two, fuck, I don't recall the names they have as much, but you know what I mean when I say the two. They're like, listen, man, okay, they helped us in a really difficult time. they, they helped us beat the ally in a really difficult state of conflict. Okay, dude.
Bro, trust me, she's trying to go with it. Hey, bro, trust
We're sort of goaded with the sauce. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah.
oh, I want to
Um,
bring this up. I think this is really interesting because I think it's something that isn't really brought up in anime very much, and that is the disconnection between higher powers and like lower people in the sense of thinking logically instead of emotionally. I think a scene that I really liked, but also annoyed me a lot was when, towards the end of the season, when Tanya is talking with Four Eyes, right? And Tanya's like, this war isn't over, shit's about to go down. And Four Eyes essentially says, well, there's no logical reason for anyone to fight. We're goaded, right? We took them down, we took them down, we have this territory. Like, if they were to
We
continue
literally
fighting,
rule the continent at this point.
yeah, if they were to keep fighting, they would be pretty
Well,
fucking stupid. And then Tanya's like, but they
and then
hate
like
us. Yeah?
then a day later they say we're not gonna stop this war. We're gonna keep on
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, literally.
Like it was like, and I bet you they're after that happened, they're like, we should have listened to Tanya. Like
Lit-
they were befuddled after. I bet.
well, the
Well,
reason I
yeah,
bring this
because
up,
like I think the general concept is. Oh, well, my bad. Yeah, make the point first. My bad.
the reason I bring this up is
Yeah.
because I've met people in my life who think kind of like how Four Eyes does. They think very logically. They can't really comprehend emotional. Like, you have intelligence and then you have emotional intelligence. There's like two different things. And I was talking to this family member, right? And he had a friend who he plays golf with. And he vented annoyance with the friend where he was basically like, midway through golfing, he's kind of like, I don't want to play anymore. I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to watch you golf or whatever, right? And the family member couldn't really comprehend that. He couldn't comprehend paying the money to play golf and then midway not wanting to play anymore. And I kind of brought up, I think your friend just likes hanging out with you specific. It's less of golf and it's more so just being around you. You just so happen to like golf, so he plays it. But I'm sure if you did anything else, he would be fine with it because at the end of the day, he just wants to hang out with you. And it just, I really like how the anime brings this up because different people have different perceptions, right? People are going to find different things intuitive. People are going to find seeing the emotional human side of things very easily, while others have a huge difficulty even comprehending that because they only see in logics and facts. I also want to say this is really huge for Tanya's point of view because
Yeah.
her whole thing up until this point is that she's logical, right? Like, when she's dying, she's like, these maniacs are illogical. God, this isn't logical. But now she's understanding the human aspect of it where she's like, look, guys, I was one of you, but I've learned, I've seen the truth. Humans are beasts. Like, I also really like when Du got offended when she said humans are beasts, because you really are, right? We really do act on instinct a lot of the time. Anyways, I just want to go on that rant because when I saw
I
that
agree
scene,
with you.
it really like touched me and not in a fun way.
Yeah, like I mean, I was gonna say, I think Tanya's character progression in season one can generally be seen as like how they view this conflict. Tanya initially views this conflict as like, I'm rational, my opposition is not rational. This supposed god isn't rational. But then by the time the season ends, Tanya is more like, oh, well, everyone's rational. They just use different frameworks, basically.
Yeah,
They like lenses they view the world with. So
Uh,
like Tanya still doesn't really, Tanya still isn't totally getting it because they're just like, well, if we both use frameworks, I'm just gonna smash the framework they have with
yeah.
mine, which isn't really productive. But hey,
I wouldn't say that for Lash.
yeah.
eh?
You
Oh, it
wouldn't say
sounds like
something?
you were gonna make some comments.
Yeah. Like, okay? How do I? Why is Tanya insane?
Why is Tanya evil?
I don't know.
Like,
Maybe it's the title of the fucking
Well, no,
show.
no, 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 no.
I
Okay,
think
the,
it's
I
just
get
a
what
the,
he
person.
means. No, okay, Isaiah. I think the best way to describe this, because the best way I can describe it is that even in the real world, they were still a sociopath. Just there was a non-war way
Yeah.
to move up in the rank. In this aspect, this
Mhm.
was the only way for them to actually move up and get a cushy position. And in doing so, they don't view, or at least in the beginning, they didn't see the war as like a war. They just saw it as a means to an end, right? They just saw it as a ladder to climb.
Tanya isn't happy when like they kill a person necessarily.
Yes,
They're
no,
happy.
no, wait,
They're happy. Let me
what?
finish my point. Let me finish my point. They're happy when a plan goes to fruition, and it so happens that all of these plans have to do with killing.
Yeah, but like literally in the first scene, she literally set two goons up to die because they were kind of jerks.
But I
And
don't think.
she was happy about it.
Well, yeah, that's because a plan succeeded. They were like, I'm gonna put these two goons in the back. I'm not. I still believe they're a sociopath, evil person. I'm not trying to deny that. I just think like what they derive happiness from is a plan like getting success.
You know what I find funny is Tanya
Let's see.
basically pulled being X with doing that to them, which I do find very funny.
Played God.
Well, no, in the sense like, yo, you pissed me off. I want you to die now. I'm gonna send you over here. Try to survive.
I didn't actually think of that. That's actually a very good like.
What's this? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. It's the I also kind of liked how I'm gonna be honest. For me, I didn't hate a single person.
Oh, I hated Tanya.
Well, in
I
fairness, the
fucking
show
hate
just has
Tanya.
like 10 characters. Just
Well, no, oh yes, but it's the I like a lot of side casts. Heck, even the I don't want to say like
Anyways,
Oh, yeah.
I'll say
I
this. Oh,
think
go ahead.
I think
You go first.
oh well, could I? Yeah, like I was gonna say like this anime is very limited in its approach on like purpose. This is a story of Tanya, and the rest of the stuff that we receive is because like we have to receive it. So like that entire episode where like they did like fucking geopolitics is to catch us up on what's happening so we know the current situation Tanya's getting put into. And I think this is fine because the series doesn't pretend like it's more than its parts, if that makes sense. It doesn't position the like the main squad like Tanya has, like the 5 or so characters that they have. They don't
Yeah.
act like these characters are like hyper deep and that like what is it? If they die, it'll like they don't have like all this narrative build up. They're here, they're around, they occasionally do cool stuff. That's like it. It's like,
I got a question.
Yeah.
yeah.
You remember that one scene where Tanya was like, "Hey, kill those civilians now!"
Oh my god, don't get me
And then that
started
one
with
guy
that.
was like, he goes, I don't want to kill civilians. And she said, "You're gonna kill civilians now. You're gonna like it." Like, what? Like, did he like kill the civilians? Did he like try to kill her?
No, he killed the
It just kind
civilians.
of
they
cut off.
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, cool.
Okay, I'm so happy you brought this
Yeah,
up.
basically.
I fucking hate Tanya and what she stands for. I hate, and Isiah, you replied with it, saying that's just war. I hate the excuse, I'm just following orders. That is, in my opinion, one of the worst mental, like, loopholes you can give yourself. I hate it. I fucking hate it. And I get it. It makes sense
Okay.
because they're Germany, right? They're Germany. And that's what they did a lot of times after World War II. But even still, I think if you go, why did I say it like that? I think if you go with the mindset is, listen, I was just following orders, okay? My higher up, they told me to shoot all these civilians, and I shot all of them. I hate that excuse. At the end of the day, you're the one who pulled the trigger. You had the option not to. You had the option to stand against for something you believed in, but you went along with it.
Well, but the thing with that is that can lead to like the death of themselves.
Womp
Yeah, I don't think that
womp.
he had much of a choice in this situation.
You could have
Like, I think
died.
it was either the
You could have,
civilian or
bro. You could have tried to take out the
Okay,
little
wait.
Hitler child.
You did. Hold on. You did just interrupt Flash.
Sorry.
like in this case, I think it was like either him or the random civilian. And so like I think that like okay, I'm not gonna say like
Flash
what we get
Oh.
like none of this is right, but like this is wartime. You know how wartime propaganda is, right? They see like the other sides is like not human, which is part of the propaganda, so they don't feel bad feeling them. This guy, unlike what's the brown hair girl name, has like he actually like doesn't want to kill an actual person because like they're people. She just doesn't care for some reason.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
no,
bring
it's
this
not
up
that
at
he
some
doesn't
point.
care,
She
it's
is just a
more of-
psychopath.
Well, yeah, she is.
I think oh man. Oh well. Yeah. What's up?
Okay, I'll start talking about Isekai Quartet. You go.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I think like I don't think this. Well, like I think you agree with me now, Cal. Like the series does not like put up Tanya and what they do as like good. I don't think they're like a little child who like does not receive what they want from doing all this horrible stuff. You could say that they receive like back to back punishment from like what they do.
You're like, okay, if we're supposed to see Tanya as like the good guy, this whole thing would be different. Like the show's literally called Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Yeah, like, and beyond the title, like, yeah, they are not rewarded because they do stuff. In fact, they are put into even more dangerous situations.
Well, they technically aren't rewarded by doing this stuff, but rewards they get aren't the rewards
The
they
rewards
want.
are
They
higher
fail
ranks,
upward.
but doing more stuff, which
So yeah. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
I
Like,
do
comment
agree.
and share the video.
Okay, here's my thing. I do agree that Tanya isn't rewarded. My whole thing is that I just don't. I hate those types of people. Like this rant isn't even about the show. It's about the people themselves. Because people in real life will use that mindset to justify horrible things they do. Where it's kind of like, listen, sure I pulled the trigger. But at the end of the day, it wasn't my decision to make because I do believe at the end of the day, we all have a decision. And Isiah said at that moment, it was either his life or the other. And it kind of goes into the saying, I know we've all heard it a million times, but it's true. You either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain, where you can either try and stand for what you believe is right and try to make some sort of difference, or you can just accept what's happening and just carry on with the grain and just let these horrible things continue
Yeah.
happening.
Yo, Cal, this person died, was not the hero once, and then fucking continued being the villain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I will be honest with that person. It's the cowardness of wanting to live at the end of the day and accepting that fact.
Yeah, Tanya is like totally selfish and like, well, evil.
Well, yeah.
They're like,
Well, this isn't
yeah.
about Tanya. This is about like the
I'm gonna be
dude
honest.
who like shot the civilian. Tanya's a lost cause. Tanya just needs
Which
to be
was based
executed,
That?
man.
Well, like,
that was based, by the way. Remember, kids always shoot civilians. Okay.
but yeah, I mean, I like,
I shouldn't be supporting the
uh,
government.
Well, cause like,
I mean, I know what you
oh
mean, Cal.
yeah,
But like, if okay, so like, if a person from like an enemy faction, like not Britain, not France, did this exact same thing to like German civilians, I mean, like, I don't know. This on its own, I don't think. What I mean to say is that I don't think this on its own means that Grant's like deserves to die at some point. That's my opinion.
I don't think he
I don't
deserves
think
to
that this like is
die.
like a
It
total
just
like death sentence.
what you call it? Well, I don't think he deserves to die. I said Tanya's a lost cause. Tanya deserves to die. Tanya should just be executed. Grant, I guess, is his name. I just called him Pussy Blonde Boy. I hate
Uh,
the
yeah,
mindset
like.
of it. And I feel like it's horrible, and I think it pissed me off because we see it a lot in today, especially with ICE right now, where a lot of people are saying they're just doing their job, they're just following orders, womp womp, right? Even though at the end of the day, you're
It's gonna.
choosing to side with them, you're choosing to do these things that are just wrong, even if you were ordered to or not. You always have the choice to say no and stand up for what you believe in or what you believe is right, even at the cost of your own life. But
Can't wait
anyways,
on the character arc where you all learn that I was actually an ice, and then we're gonna have like the we're gonna have the character progression of like what is it? Me and Cal are gonna break up, and then like I'm gonna be like, oh man, I'll exit from ice if it's if we can still be buddy buddy, and then you're gonna be like, I don't think I can trust you from here on. That was an emotional betrayal, and then and then fucking Flash gonna be like, we gotta reunite the podcast.
And I'm just sad.
and you're the woman, Yuri,
Gotta
and
remake the
you're the
band.
woman.
So I'm the one who cries then?
Yeah, you're. Wait, this is perfect. We have all the characters we need.
But yeah, so you were gonna mention Isekai Quartet Flash.
Okay, yeah, like okay. I feel like the characters from Tanya are like kind of
Different.
sanitized.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
like at the basis they still feel like themselves, but like the whole what's her name being like kind of a
I
psychopath.
think I think my favorite scene of Isekai Quartet is when Tanya believes that Aqua is like being X, and they like kill them.
Wait, this happened?
And, okay, I think that thing is interesting.
Yeah.
I think that scene is interesting for a bunch of reasons. Because, like, okay, the first thing is the fact that Ainz is like, yo, she's kind of strong.
Power scalers, write that down. Write that down.
Like, he said that she's at like her power is like at the eighth tier of magic, which is like it takes an entire country.
Wait, hold on.
Huh?
It takes like apparently it takes like an entire country to power something of that scale.
She's
And
country level?
Yeah,
Power scalers. We're
I don't
so
know.
back.
I don't know. Ask Ainz, not
Honestly,
me.
I believe any fucking stupid fucking power fucking gun to your head scaling shit from Isekai dumb shit.
Womp womp.
Okay,
You
I'm gonna
hate
be honest.
fun.
I don't think that means she is country level. I think that means like she has an like the output to be country level, but due to like the magic system in Tanya, she isn't country level. Like
Mm.
if given the right magic system, then sure, but currently no.
Okay, I get it. She's limited by her own verse, essentially.
But yeah, like there's like a lot of interesting.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Flash, as we know, Aqua can beat Ainz in Isekai Quartet.
yeah, huh?
And then Tanya scares Aqua, so it appears like Tanya can beat Aqua.
That's
so
not even how that works.
so
I
by
was scared
the,
of it.
so by the laws of
Bro, Aqua gets
it'll
scared
seem
by a
like Tanya
fucking
beats
frog.
Ainz.
Okay, to be fair, it's a giant.
I am fine with getting to say that a frog can beat Ainz. This supports my agenda.
So currently enough, Tanya is a frog level.
Tanya is, as long as Ainz is below frog level.
But
Why do you not like them?
They
He hates
fucking
Isekai.
suck. When we do the Overlord episode, I'm gonna.
We're doing
when
an
we-
Overlord
I hate
episode?
Overlord episodes.
No! Sorry.
Okay, funny reaction. If we do an Overlord episode, it's gonna be 30 minutes of me giving my thesis statement on why I hate the anime. But yeah, Flash.
Damn, Isiah.
another interesting. Okay, so they were doing a test because it was in a school setting. I don't know why they're in a school, but cool. But
Well, Tanya's 9. She should be in school.
they were doing a test, and like Ainz is a grown man. But they were okay. They were like doing a test. He couldn't figure out how to do it, so he decided to pause time and cheat and look at somebody else's paper, right?
She
And
paused
so,
time?
something interesting. Ainz will go on pause time.
Oh.
And so something interesting. We find out that Aqua can't be frozen in time. Subaru can't be frozen in time, and Tanya can't. Like I don't know. Like that just sticks out to me so much because why?
No, this
Like,
makes
okay,
sense.
Aqua's like,
They have God's
okay.
blessings.
Well, like, okay, I don't know if I'll put it that way, but yeah, like, I mean, it's basically correct, I guess. Basically, like we see when Tanya will speak with God in the form of like, the Nutcrackers as an example. Time does freeze, and they continue to function within it. So I think it's a callback to that.
Like, okay, but
Subaru, I have no clue.
Subaru's just built
okay,
different,
it could
man.
be like doesn't he stop?
True.
Doesn't he stop time or something in the fight with what's his face Regulus or something? Time stops.
I guess. I don't know. It feels like a reach, I guess.
I don't know. Like it could just because like returned by death or something. I don't know. He just can.
I
I don't
play a
question it.
lot. It feels like a fucking reach.
I don't.
Well, they're just.
He just can.
So yeah.
And like Cosmo, being the loser dork he is, can't do anything. He's just frozen like everyone else.
I wouldn't have it any other way, dude. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love him. He's just a loser, man. He's a loser boy.
He's a loser baby.
Loser baby, yeah.
Oh, God. Guys, I hope you know the amount of shame I feel that I now have on like what I've watched is Hazbin Hotel and the Amazing Digital Circus. This like pains me a little bit. The fact I can say I've watched the Amazing Digital Circus makes me upset. Makes me upset.
Okay.
My reputation
But
is
yeah.
dying.
Yeah. Isekai Quartet was like as Flash said, and it'll be sort of odd that a bunch of German soldiers from the World Wars are put into this school setting with the comedy cast of Konosuba. It's a little bit jarring.
To be honest, Konosuba is the one that sticks out the most because like the other like shows, like, okay, of like original 4 shows, it kind
I
of
don't know.
like, okay,
Like,
I'm gonna be honest. Nothing in Konosuba is like for real taken serious. Not even the death of the main character. Like Subaru's death aren't all like serious things, except for in that one if like when he just like kills himself for no reason. But like in the show, like it's all taken like very seriously when Subaru dies. When Kazuma dies, they point and laugh. But like and
I
like
think,
Overlord is a very dark and serious show.
I think,
Tanya
oh yeah.
is also kind of a dark and serious show.
I think, like, to me, Konosuba and ReZero, while they are very much different genres, I feel like I feel like they are, like, they share many similarities. You even have, there was this one reference in, one of the ReZero OVAs where they cut to, like, a Konosuba scene where they battled with the Winter Samurai. This, like, happened.
Okay,
Yeah.
battle is a very strong word.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, so they're pretty connected, I think. They're both pretty, like high fantasy, that sort of stuff. Overlord, I agree, is a bit different, but like, it's still fantasy. They still have spellcasters. There's still like comedy similarities between them. I could see it. Tanya's like, I feel a different animal entirely. It's like,
Yeah, China has the power of God on her side.
yeah, like they're like a fucking they're a child who's been thrown into fucking the German military who like has powers from not God. It'll be like sort of wacky. But
And
yeah.
I think they're like, okay. I'm going to stop talking about Isekai Quartet after this, but like, there's a funny scene where like Kazuma and Subaru were like they were talking on the roof because they're like, hey, you're from Japan, right? And like, yo, we're both from Japan, yo. And then like he took like a bunch of like Subaru was like bro, I got problems. You know that blue hair maid likes me, but I like Amelia. And then Kazuma was like, your only problem is you, like your crush doesn't like you. He doesn't. Yeah, it's like, and then and then he was like, how did you get to another world? He said, I got transported. He's like, you didn't die. You're living the dream out there while I'm dying. And I thought that was so funny.
And more reasons why Kazuma deserves torture.
But he
Oh,
has he
Kazuma
has
does
literally no
not.
Subaru.
I was gonna mention like yeah, Konosuba is getting a season 4, so that's cool.
Yay! We'll talk about
Isekai
Konosuba
Quartet,
when it
keep
happens.
on winning.
I love
I'm fine with
Konosuba.
that.
I love Konosuba.
If we did that, are we also gonna do like the spin-off?
What's the spinoff?
Oh, the Megaman spinoff?
Yeah.
Wait, there's a Megumi spinoff? Wait, when did this happen?
Yeah,
Yeah? You didn't
it happened
know?
that long. It happened like 2024. I mean 2014. Nope, no, I'm messing up the time.
Okay, those are two very different
2024.
timelines.
I'm going to say 2024. Okay.
Yeah. Very cool stuff. I'm trying to think if let me take a look at my notes. Oh yeah. I have like a couple minor like nitpicks with Tanya the Evil. I think it's still like a 4 out of 5 series, but I think we spent a little bit. I know the reason they did it, and once we have a couple more seasons, I think it'll like be fine. But we really did do like a bunch of history in just like one. Like we did the fall of like that world's Romania, then like the fall of the fucking Scandinavian countries, the fall of France, and now like Russia's entry into the conflict. And like I think this is all set up so that way we can have more like extended conflict from what I've heard. But I think we did like maybe brush past it a little bit too fast. As I said, just a nitpick. It's not like I don't think it like crazy lowers the series, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, continue.
Well no, if it's a response to that specifically.
Oh, no. I was gonna say for me, I was gonna say the show for me is like I think 3.5 or like a 4 out of 5.
I also think that how can
I want to
think it
see a
was
lot more of the show.
I think it was a decision to begin it how they did, like a cold opening and then episode 2 is like the flashback if I recall correct. I don't
Uh-huh.
know if that was necessarily the correct way to do it, but I don't know.
For
I think it
me,
ended up fine. It's just like
For
it
me,
just
I
feels a little
liked
weird.
it. Sorry, for me, I liked it because it was a nice kind of a shake-up. Because of most isekai beginnings are just here's the base, here's the backstory, here's how I die, here's putting me into the world. Not that I hate that trope. Not that I hate that opening. I think certain times it's done well. This time, I kind of like the nice sense of fresh air.
And
I do think
in this season, my final nitpick is that the season was just a bunch of buildup. I do, to make the series continue to be good in the future, I want characters like Mary as like, I want villains to come in and stick around. I want like, I don't just want like a person to be like fucking done in by Tanya each time. I want to, yeah.
something I think is interesting is like, okay, I did a little research. When I say research, I mean I just went on Wiki and started scrolling. And so apparently, you know those two goons that Tanya had killed because they were like kind of jerks. She didn't
Yeah.
like them. Apparently, in the light novel, that was just kind of a coincidence that they died. She was like, I don't like people, send them away, and then they just ended up dying.
Funny.